Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Black. We're here for the finale of our 45th Foreverlocke playthrough. With an attempt to get 6 more Pokemon to the Hall of Fame. Our 6 Pokemon on the team are the 6 we started with. This is the squad. We started with Basil, our future Servine. Once we got to Foreverlocke Town, I was able to add Newleaf, the future Levani, Coach the Riolu, and Booby the Magby. There will be some innuendos. Would I use Magby? Because its Japanese name is just Booby, and I will make some suggestive comments by just saying its name. Like that I would show you my Booby, like things like that. If I were to use Booby, I'm not sure if I will. It's offensively, not defensively, it's not that great. Especially for late game. Then before Gym 1, we got our Water Monkey, Michael, the future Simipour. And then finally we added Melody the Meloetta. We have a mythical on the team this time. There are many options for our third UR once we have beaten the first gym. A future Gothitelle was one of the options, Victini, a few others. I decided, hey, after the last one, which is pretty darn difficult with, yeah, I had nice coverage, but the ones with the best coverage were slow. I decided, let's have a bit of fun, have a Pokemon that's a bit stronger with some cool coverage, some moves maybe that I've never used. I think I've never used Meloetta before, and for sure not with Relic Song, and playing around with Relic Song and switching forms has been really cool with Meloetta. That's the squad. I trained all of them up to level 51. There's no clear, hey, what's the ace level of the final E4 member? Because there's 4 E4 members that all end at 50. Then you have N at 52, gets us at 54. So I decided to go to 51, which is still higher than the E4s, but lower than, but also 3 lower than the champion. Because at least in the first 4 generations, the ace level of the final E4 member is always 3 lower than the ace of the champion. So that's also a way I look at it. Going 52 feels a bit much, because then I'm a bit too close to Getsus maybe, but 50 is a bit too low. I decided 51. And then use the 9 rare candies that I found throughout my adventure to level everyone up a bit. Well, at least Melody, Newleaf, and Michael. We're gonna give it a shot. See if we can beat the Elite Four today. No deaths, so no death screen to show you. I'm gonna check if I can still buy a few more full restores. The nice thing is, if there were to be deaths in the Elite Four, but before we go fight N and Getsus, we are able to replace them and train them up. And I really like that. Well, we could seriously buy 99 full restores, and we're still fine. Okay. Guess we have a lot of items. Let's see, we got lefties, lefties, lefties. Everstone. thing I checked. You're not supposed to have the Everstone. You are supposed to have the Eviolite. I probably had Everstone on it while I was doing the grind until level 51. Is it correct now? Yes. And we can intentionally walk out because the walk in is cool. Camera shot. Slow walk up. Pokemon League. I love that camera shot. Gen 5 does that super well. The Pokemon League is a place where you both pursue strength and express it. The way to express it is simple. You just have to beat the Elite Four and the champion. You can start your challenge by battling any of the Elite Four. And if you defeat them all, you can challenge a champion. However, I warn you, once you start your challenge, there is no turning back. You must keep battling until you defeat them all, or are defeated yourself. You want to go in? Then proceed. Let's see. We have Ghost. Fighting's last. There's Ghost, Dark, Psychic, Fighting. I'm going Dark first. I have a few setup moves on my Pokemon, but I haven't really used them that much. Generally, just attacking is better, or I know that after I beat a certain Pokemon, the next Pokemon they get sent in, I want to switch out anyway. Here I might be okay. The scary thing, though, is Sand Attack. Well, I say scary. It's a bit scary. I do have Poison Jab in the first one. Man, oh man, what is going on today? Challengers coming one right after another. Well, no matter. I'm Grimsleeve of the Elite Four, and I will fulfill my duty to be your opponent. Oh yeah, lovely Elite Four theme. Let's go. New Leaf, let's go! We're just Swords Dance once to make sure I can get past them. Actually, I do this, but isn't it a lot smarter to use Meloetta? Especially with Bisharp coming up? It might be. Leaf Blade! Uh-oh. Okay, we're mostly good. We'll heal here. And I hope that Crocodile comes next, but probably it's going to be Liepard. The reason why that's kind of bad is because I don't want Crocodile's Intimidate to affect Meloetta. Leaf Blade! Sand Attack's annoying. Full start again. I'm not allowed to use X accuracies. I just hit them hard with Leaf Blade. Let's go, get the crit. Bye-bye. I expected the Bishop or Liepard because they have super effective moves against Leaf and Liepard. Okay, in that case, Melody. Liepard does have a super effective move in Night Slash, but if I Relic Song, then that becomes a resistance. They'll probably fake out turn 1 anyway, so if I had to heal, this would have been a turn that I would heal, but Leaf Van is already at full health. Melody, would you please sing your song for us? La 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 la. That was the one shot. Wow. Well done, Melody. Pirouette form, now faster and more of a physical attacker, so we want to drain punch things. B-Sharp, I'm okay with that. Because B-Sharp is kind of really weak to drain punch. Crocodile intimidates us. I don't think this is a one-shot because of that. I resist crunch and foul play. Earthquake's the best they can do. Quite a bit of damage, but we are good. We are safe. Things are happy. I'll hyper voice here. I'll for sure take them out. And that way I save power points and drain punch. And with that, we've already beaten the first Elite Four member, because they only have 4 Pokemon in the game for some reason. Gym Leaders max 3, Elite Four have 4, and then the final 2 challenges in N and Gettys have 6. Where's the 5? Just the rival have 5. Only results matter, and a loss is a loss. See, victory shines like a bright light. And right now, you and your Pokemon are shining brilliantly. I think I want to do Caitlyn next. We should be pretty safe with New Leaf. I can set up with it and then take a Reuniclus, but they have Sigilif. Sigilif's scary. I don't have access to Ice Beam yet for Michael, because that's post-game. It's in Giant Chasm where Kiram is. New Leaf can take them out, just not Sigilif. I have, I believe, Shadow Ball, the Shadow Ball TM for Melody, but I don't have the one for Psychic, and I can't relearn Hyper Voice in any way, and I don't want to get rid of the other moves either. So probably Reuniclus would be New Leaf, then once I go to Sigilif, the switch to Melody makes the most sense. And then I just Hyper Voice them from there, because then they don't have something super effective. I think that'd be best. Who are you? How impudent you are to disturb my sleep. You appear to possess a combination of strength and kindness. Very well. Make your best effort not to bore me with a yawn-inducing battle. Clear? I really like how Caitlyn went from Frontier Brain that couldn't really actually do the fighting because she couldn't control her powers, to an Elite Four member when she can control her powers. That was a cool nod, cool sign after Platinum Hoggle Solo. I'll just straight up X's her, go for the KO. I think I'll be able to do that, and then, because I'm gonna have to switch for Sigilif anyway. They will send out Sigilif, she will. This is the only thing with super effective move with Stab as well. Melody, your turn again. Hyper Voice. Wow. One shot on Sigilif. I'll take it. your special defense, New Leaf? It's okay. So compared to Melody, oh, it's a lot lower than Melody. We could just stick with Melody as well. Yeah, let's just stick with Melody. Hyper voice! That's not great, but I did about 2/3, so I might just take him out. It would be bad if I don't. Plus they can hit me with those thunderbolts, so we're not in that much danger, but we got it. After Musharna, I will use New Leaf here. See if we can do it in one hit again. New Leaf! Caesar Cross! Nothing. I've used a Leaf Vanny once before in the Foreverlocke, which was either in the first run or the second run, so either white 2. Was able to add it just before fighting Clay in that game, and I added it to have a better Pokemon to fight Clay with. I didn't really have a great answer to him, but then his Exeggutor decided to set up and take out New Leaf, so that was great. That worked out extremely well. I had New Leaf for the extent of one gym. Well, not New Leaf, but Leaf Annie. New Leaf is the second Leaf Annie. And hopefully I won't need a third Leaf Annie, and I can just get into the Hall of Fame here. So he's just using a full restores in the hopes that I'll do something else. I'm not. I'm actually... No, I did something else. Crit! Take that! I win. In the past, when I battled, the force of my emotions shook me greatly. When my power awoke, I came close to destroying everything around me. That weak person no longer exists. Still, sometimes, my determination fails. Always, I aspire to wrap up a victory with elegance and grace. I invite you to be my opponent again in the future, if you wish. I like that they have other attacks if you talk to them again. Other dialogue. Yeah, that's 2 down. Who's scariest for me right now? Is it Marshall or is it Chantal? Often it's Marshall. I don't think it is this time. I have to be aware of Retaliate and what that can do. Can Melody resist the Retaliate? There's one of their Pokemon has Sturdy, which is their Sock. So what I might do against Sock is just double Relic Song, so that I resist the Retaliate that I know is coming, and then finish him off while going back into the form that's way stronger with Psychic, both due to stats and the Psychic type. They don't have a super effective move against Meloetta, no matter what, whether I'm fighting or Psychic type. No, actually, no, they have U-turn on Mineshadow, that's it. Then I suppose if I'm fighting, so I have to have their fighting moves. Yeah, so they do have something. Greetings, Challenger. My name is Marshall. In order to master the art of fighting, I am training under my mentor, Elder. My mentor sees your potential as a trainer, and is taking an interest in you. It is my intention to test you, to take you to the limits of your strength. Ki! Alright, Marshall, let's go. Think about what other Pokemon, because Riolu's just too weak to really be considered. Magby, unless I can hit something super effectively with fire, no. Servine might be okay, but it's not going to deal a lot of damage. Simipour might be okay, and they all have rock moves for Leavanny. Psychic. Nice thing about Relic Song, it is a nice 75 power special normal move, so I can still do pretty good damage with it, just not too far under Hyper Voice with 90 power. Oh, Mind Shoutness, because that is fusion? I'll take it. The Psychic. Relic Song also has a 10% chance of putting the opponent to sleep, which has come up a few occasions. I don't usually use Relic Song to put them to sleep, but when it happens, it's nice. The one disadvantage about my double Relic Song strategy here is if they heal, and then, like, the second Relic Song doesn't deal enough damage, but I suppose if they heal with full restore, then I just break their sturdy effectively with the second Relic Song, and then I can just side it. Sleep would be nice, but they might just full restore anyway. See if you can get them into sturdy. We get them into red, so that's full restore range. They go Stone Edge instead of Retaliate. Get the crit, but I resist it. Ha ha ha, take that. Knowing how much damage that was, I need to Drain Punch first. I think, actually no, I should have Relic Songed in the Psychic still. I was thinking Drain Punch for healing. But I'm faster, I'm gonna beat the Conqueror. Is this gonna be enough? Oh yeah. And if they heal again here, then it's fine. This is actually optimal. Because now I have my full health, just in case it matters against Conqueror. This will be a lot less damage. We have 70 base special attack now instead of 128. Still normal type for both. And now I Psychic to take him out. And then it's Conqueror. And that's that. Melody wins. There was no single strongest Pokemon, something. That's why it's difficult to do. However, I think a heart that desires strength, strategy to go stronger is a precious ideal. That's why I respect you, because you have these things. I understood what you said. Whoa, well done. As your battles continue, aim for even greater heights. Representing the Pokemon League in the absence of the champion has been my duty as older student. However, there's nothing as empty as words not backed up by strength. A word in your ear, strong challenger. The other members of the Elite Four are far more powerful than I am. Do not underestimate them. Okay. Well, we have just one opponent left, and that's Chantal with her Ghost Dance. The one I have the... well, not a clear answer for. Let's see what is most logical. Meloetta is part normal type, so I resist their main moves by just being normal type. So I can just, I can't hit them with Hyper Voice, I can just Psychic them. So I think for Cofagrigus I might just do that. Send in Melody and just go with that. Newleaf setting up with Swords Dance is an idea, but they have Will-O-Wisp, so no. The fact that her Chandelure in black and white doesn't have Energy Ball is great for water types. It's amazing. So I can actually use Simipour and Chandelure. I think I'll just start with Meloetta. And then depending on what I send out next, I might leave Annie, I might Simipour. Eyes brimming with dark flame. This man rejected everything other than himself in order to bring about one singular justice. Cyrus? That's part of a novel I'm writing. Oh, it might have been N, yeah. That's part of... I was inspired by the challenger who was just here, and somehow I got a little sad. Excuse me, you're a challenger, right? I'm the Elite Force Ghost-type Pokemon user, Chantal, and I shall be your opponent. We start with Cofagrigus. I'll go with Melody. Melody was going to be most useful against... Well, very useful against a lot of fights. A lot of individual Pokemon, but also just the fight overall. So that's why I had Melody take the most rare candies. Which put already Melody over Ghet's ace level already, and it's already gained a level. Probably will have another before I get to Ghet's. I'll take the fact that you're psychic, because I'm not going to deal much damage, so should have just Will-O-Wisp. Can't really do too much with Cofagrigus. Waste your full restore. Just waste it. Psychic. Did I special defense roll from last time that this suddenly chaos? Okay, Chandelure. Chandelure could hit Melody with Fire Blast. That's the best I could really do, or maybe Payback, but that's physical. Michael's debut in the E4. Yay, monkey time! Against the Chandelure that doesn't have Energy Ball. Absolutely yes. Also, I need to remember, in case I want to use Acrobatics with Michael, I need to decide that before the fight, because then I need to unequip leftovers. Oh no, Payback. That's gonna deal so much damage from a special attacker. Yeah, it doesn't. This fight would have been a lot scarier if that thing had Energy Ball. E for E4 members wasting their full resources. Not that it probably matters too much here, because my Pokemon are pretty strong offensively, all of them, and I can hit super effective moves against all. I have Shadow Claw for all of them as well, but Surf's better here. We drown the Gumdlar. Bye-bye. Now for Jellicent. Jellicent has Energy Ball. For Jellicent we go new. A Sword Stance. Because they have Cursed Body, so they might disable my Leaf Blade after this. And with Sword Stance up, probably if I use Shadow Claw on the Golurk, I can just take it out without it. Because Golurk can't hit me well. Leaf Blade? Critical hit, unnecessary. Nearly 55, yay. Take a Golurk, and I still have Leaf Blade, so you're going down. New Leaf! Leaf Blade! Sound effects totally necessary. Bye, Golurk. Critical again. Let's go, New Leaf. Total necessity there. Challenger. If you defeat the entire Elite Four of the Pokemon League, you can go on to challenge the champion. And you have earned that right. Return to the plaza in the center and check the statue. I guess if the last one will just tell me to go to the plaza. Would I be able to go see someone else again? Is that a thing I can do? Yes. I actually can. I hope I can teleport back and I'm not stuck now. Now you have become the strongest trainer in this Pokemon League, etc. etc. I swear to follow the champion's order to be neutral, so that's up to you. Yeah, so they'll all, in their own way, say, go check the statue. Alright, let's do a little bit of a break from battles. Have a bit of story, which we don't get in a lot of finales. You get story in the Gen 9 finale. It's mostly story, and then you get the Turo fight at the end. I suppose you do have some Paradox battles in between. But here there's some story too. This is not quite a normal champion fight right now. I don't like how it's not centered. But I suppose if you go around on the right, you can still get to the center. It's over. Never again will Pokemon be made to suffer or be held captive by humans. And it's all thanks to my friend Zekrom. You may have the title of champion, but you can't stop me with just a title. Your soft heart has left you weak. Years ago, you lost your Pokemon, your partner to sickness. In order to forget the pain in your heart, you wandered Unova. Who knows how long it's been since you've had to fight with your full strength. I actually kind of like that about you, though. As a trainer who far outmatches the champion, I shall issue this order across Unova. Trainers of the world, free your Pokemon. You and I both put our beliefs on the line and fought with all our strength. And I won. Do not say another word. From the ground rise up, a thing we built without anyone noticing somehow. The castle of Team Plasma, surround the Pokemon League! So where did those stairs even come from? How did the castle even get up out of the ground? Even if they were somehow be able to build this. Also, how did they make sure N didn't die right there? There's stairs right next to him. Those in accord with fate are preserved, and those who rebel against fate perish. When the way is forgotten, duty and justice appear. One can lose the forest for the trees. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, that is a second mistake. Superior men understand what is right. Inferior men understand what will sell. There are not two suns in the sky, nor two sovereigns over the people. Well, if anything should happen to our king, it would be disastrous. It would ruin Ghetsis' perfect plan. Our Lord N will be disappointed, but the 6 of us shall defeat you here. Ah, no, I'll win. With what army? This army. Team leaders, unite! On my way. So some Team Plus members know the true plan and some do not. In this castle you may rest your Pokemon and access your PC. Fear not. Rest of your Pokemon rest in that room. When they are healed, it is the Lord End's wish that you be moved to the innermost part of this castle. We have been secretly building this castle for several years by overworking Pokemon that we took away. Yep, that definitely works. Everything is going perfectly as gets to the 7-stage calculated and planned. He's been thinking of how we can manipulate people's hearts as he wishes. Well, in a few minutes after you reveal your plans, I'm going to ruin everything. If our king wills it, we can steal every Pokemon stored in the PC box and release them all. Yeah, so we have PC access to add a new Pokemon. But in a later room, we can actually just straight up go back. However, we had no this, so this will be the team we go into the finale with. I don't think the Zekrom Reshiram fight, which is coming up, is a certain capture, but it is a relatively likely capture. I don't need an item to catch Pokemon anymore. So here they give you an Ultra Ball to make sure that you have an option to catch either Reshiram or Zekrom. No. So this is the trainer that will basically teleport you back. If you would want to train and grind again and stuff. And then you can skip the league and go straight back. A battle between you and our Lord N will reveal whether our Lord N is an ideal hero. It will also reveal how you feel about protecting the current world, where people live with Pokemon. That room was the world that provided to our Lord N. I misread that sentence twice. Let's go see N's room and enjoy the music. Oh. Very handy. I'm allowed to use that. So Melody's really close to level, but it doesn't really matter. I'll give it to New Leaf. I forgot that there was one here. I'll take it. Somewhere far from here, Team Galactic and Team Rocket drew too much attention to themselves. That's why their plans were thwarted. You could make that argument, but you just revealed what your plans are to me, so I'm here to stop you. Okay, let's research what we're gonna do. We have the fight against Reshiram. Then it's N, then it's Getsus, and we get the heals between. But we don't change our lead Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. If we can, that's great. I don't remember, should have looked into that a bit more. So what would be our optimal lead, and what do I do with Michael's item? I don't need to use Acrobatics against N. Surf would be better. It would be good against Zekrom. New Leaf. I think because I chose Pokemon Black because I would have things to fight Zekrom with. So I think New Leaf would be the play against Zekrom. Actually, with Eviolite, Basil might be able to take the hits better. But then what? They have Giga Impact, which is scary, isn't it? But I'll go New Leaf, and I want to set up at least a Sword Sense, go from there. I'm just afraid that they'll take me out with like crit Giga Impact. But I also have to remember, if I start New Leaf, that means I also use New Leaf against Reshiram. Fusion Flare. Now I could just insta-switch to Michael for that safety, so that's fine. This thing gets as his team. I don't need Acrobatics there either, so Michael's keeping the item. Actually, do I have the Dig? Yeah, I'll put Dig back instead of Acrobatics. I might use Dig. Unlikely, but I might. Dig over Acrobatics. Yeah, that works. Now for Cofagrigus, I think I would do the same move against Chantal. I want to leave with Melody. Could go with New Leaf first, though. Because Cofagrigus can't hit Melody much at all. I think leading New Leaf is good, and for Reshiram I just insta-switch to Michael. Yeah. And then we just have the order as they are on the overlay. Hi Wolfie, nice to see you. I'm almost at the end of Pokemon Black. Almost there. Welcome holder of the Lightstone. The castle that appeared as if it were enveloping the Pokemon League is a symbol. It means Unova will change. The king of this castle is the strongest trainer in the world. He is accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He has defeated the champion. Added to all that, his heart burns with a desire to improve the world. If that's not what makes a hero, what more do you need? Now that the stage is set, we can seize people's minds and hearts. We can bring into the world, we can bring into being the world that that Team Plasma desires, more easily than you can imagine. We, and only we, will use Pokemon, and we shall rule the powerless populace. I've been waiting so long for this. I've kept my silence so no one could piece together what I planned. Now, those painful days are at an end. Go, onward. Discover whether you have what it takes to be a hero. I think I have what it takes to be a hero. Let's go fight. What I desire is a world for Pokemon and Pokemon alone. I will separate Pokemon from people, so Pokemon can regain their original power. It's time to settle this once and for all. My determination is absolute. I'm gonna show determination, la 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 la, and then we get to Reshiram. Yes. You are certain. Those ideals. I am certain. I have truths. Zekrom, come to me and destroy the castle! Could have just given him a window. Or just kept him in his ball. Didn't, because why would you? Let's make Reshiram my ally. And catch it. Actually, do I still have the Master Ball? Because I could just use the Master Ball here to be extra safe. Or I keep the Master Ball for future capture. Which honestly would be spyless. Maybe. I don't want to lose a Pokemon just because I didn't throw a Master Ball. The best they can hit me with right now is Dragon Ball. Okay, that's 60 damage. That's a lot. Because from here, a crit would take me out. Which is bad. So maybe I just need to throw the Master Ball for safety. I think I have to. It's either that or use Melody to weaken him. See, this is 85, 151. Melody is 169 special defense and 201. Let's give it a shot with Melody. See how much damage Melody takes. If it's too much, I Master Ball it. I don't know if that's enough. I'll just throw an Ultra Ball, see if I can get it. No. That's the one Ultra Ball we got. If you don't get it with the one Ultra Ball that they give you, then you have to do so many attacks. Why are they not using Fusion Flare? Actual serious question. I don't know how much damage they deal with it, so I don't know what a crit would do. Just use Fusion Flare. Dragon Breath, about 35. So Fusion Flare would be less than 70. So that's like 130 maybe. We can weaken it. Wow! That's perfect. Let's go Melody. So what do we catch this Reshiram in for no reason? Dive Ball. No, I wanted to catch a Reshiram in a Dive Ball, dang it. Just in case we get a high roll crit here, I will heal, even though the recalculation I did before shouldn't. There's Fusion Flare. Now we can be sure of its damage. 65. Crit would be around 130. Ah, come on. I just want to catch a Pokemon and move on. Having a Master Ball for this, purely for safety, is really nice. But I'd like to use the Master Ball for something else. Even though I really don't have to. There's nothing difficult, like super difficult to catch. Well, I guess, let me look up Swilus' catch rate. Swilus and Dino are 45 catch rate. So those are the hardest things to catch that are still remaining in Gen 5. They have the same catch rate as this Reshiram. Because this is a mandatory capture, they have it at 45, so it's still difficult, but it's doable. Okay, got him. And now we make sure we don't add it to our team, because then we screw up the entire thing. No, we don't, because we can't use it. We already have a set Okaiba. So we just release it in post-game. Add Reshiram to the party from the box? No. Not adding it to the party. Is that okay? Yes. Now we fight. Here's the real deal. Let's go, N. Yeah, nearly. Nearly, if you just need to survive one hit. And if that move happens to be Giga Impact, we get 2 turns to do something cool. Fusion Bolt is the weakest move they could do. Scissor Cross! Light screen for... Where's Zen Headbutt and Giga Impact? Do they just want to use the ones that are certain to hit or succeed? You have the legendary Pokemon and you are misusing it so much. And what are you doing? I'll take it though. I'm almost at full health. I have Sword Stance boost. You just have Light Screen up, I need to remember that. Thing is, here's where they're gonna switch to Archeops. Kling Clang. No, I don't trust you. That's not Kling Clang. I've fallen for this once before. Kling Clang doesn't have anything super effective against me. This is smart AI. They use something with a super effective move. I'm surprised they're not going with a flying type with acrobatics. And Stone Edge, and it's also a rock type. Archeops would be the ultimate Pokemon here. Vanillux would have been nice. Caracosta would get a hit off because it's sturdy, but no, they're going with Kling Clang. I'm not sure who is faster, me or Kling Clang, but I'm not going to risk it. Melody. Yeah. Let's show Kling Clang how to do this. Hyper Voice, normal effective. Saw through that one. Oh yeah, super effective. I should have Relic Songed and Drain Punched. When I switch out, I change form anyway. So that wasn't great, but hey, we got through it. Melody 58. Let's go. A bit of Lefty's Heal. We take that. I like Lefty's Heal. Caracosta. I kind of want to use New Leaf because they can deal the most damage, but Caracosta will survive one hit due to sturdy, and if they hit Stone Edge, New Leaf could be dead. So I think with Eviolite slightly better defenses, plus the fact that they're not weak to any Caracosta's moves, I think it's Basil time. Basil gets used in the E4, and, well, in the finale. See if you can beat Caracosta. What I'll do, I think, is hit them with Return to break sturdy and then just Giga Drain them to get all my health back. I could just Leaf Blade. Actually, no, I'll Leaf Blade, because then they'll just heal. Leaf Blade. Stone Edge is still the rest move. Alright. Sturdy didn't even activate. No, 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 no. Oh, they can Aqua Jet. They could Aqua Jet right here, so I need to regular heal. They are very likely just going to heal, but I'm not going to risk the fact that they know Aqua Jet. Regular heal. Okay, so Stone Edge Quick doesn't take me out. That is very good knowledge, so we're safe if we're at full health. Also, we're faster, which is good. The only way they outspeed us... Well, the only way they attack first with Aqua Jet, which is low damage. So as long as we don't get a crit from Stone Edge, I can safely Giga Brain on the next hit. Okay, that was a bit scary with that crit Stone Edge, but Basil with Eviolite survived. That Eviolite helped me survive there. No focus ashes in this game, because they can only get them at the Battle Subway, and I don't do that. It's way too risky to do Battle Subway in the Foreverlocke, just to maybe get a focus ash. Vanillux. That's Michael time. Michael versus all villains. So I use this as this is a safe fight. I don't go down here. So I use this to heal everyone. And then I could just set up Michael as well with Workup. The only Pokemon after this are the true Klinklang, and then Archeops. Archeops being probably the scariest Pokemon to have. I don't know how much damage a crit Blizzard would do. Well, Blizzard is it 3 times as fast as Frostbite because it's 40 power? Yeah. So it's basically Frostbite's damage times 3 because Frostbite always crits. I do need to heal Michael here to be safe from Blizzard crit. Even if Hail wouldn't be active, I still need to consider the option. I think there's one more turn of Hail active. About 35 to 40. So somewhere 105 to 120 would be a Blizzard crit. We don't have Mirror Coat, which is great. I could set up more, but I also don't get hit more. I want to be ready for the others. If Archeops comes out next, then I intend to stay with Michael. If Klinklang comes out, we change it. Archeops is probably the scariest Pokemon on that team, though. How do I deal with that? Michael probably dies to a crit if Archeops is still at max power. Once we hit him below half health and Defeatist activates, then we're a lot safer. Meloetta in Psychic, like in Aria form, as a Psychic type, is only weak to Crunch. Crit, probably I'll survive a regular hit, but Archeops is still pretty strong. Crit, still scary. They might just Stone Edge for high damage, crit chance. If I then Relic Song go into my Pirouette form, that can be great, but then they have Acrobatics to be super effective with, and that's stronger than Stone Edge. That's probably the scariest Pokemon. I can take out the Vanillux easily. I just want to have myself at max, like, as high possible health going into whatever comes next in case it is necessary. Okay, with that, does Hail run out this turn or next turn? I think it's next turn. Hail stops this turn, that's great. Because now I'm at pretty much like, near max health. I'll have another turn of leftovers. And I take him out here. I expect Klinklang to come out next. Yeah, which means Archeops, the dangerous one, is last. And I think it was the black... Was it white 2 or black? One, I think the first time I did black, I had an Electivire on the team named after voices from the Foreverlocke Discord. They died to Archeops. That was my... I think the one death in that run, or at least the one in the finale. To deal with Kling Klang, I could go with Booby. I don't think it's smart, because if they hit, they can still hit hard, especially with Hyper Beam. I think Michael would be pretty smart, but they have Thunderbolt, so not a fan. Basil and New Leaf aren't hit super effectively. But they can Metal Sound to weaken it a bit. Probably New Leaf or Basil, but then with Basil I can't hit Kling Klang well. With New Leaf, best I have a Shadow Claw. I just Swords Ended a Shadow Claw. I'm for sure not going to use New Leaf against Archeops. So I'll use New Leaf here. Still don't know what I'm doing for Archeops. Should I put like a Psychic Gem on Meloetta? What's even faster? Well, I guess we'll find out soon. Meloetta has 90 speed in Aria form. Archeops, when still at high health, 110. I do have, is it 8 levels on him? Oh, that's still resisted. It's not Gen 6 plus yet. That's 3 times more damage, plus a crit. It's just scary. Can't risk that. I need to keep switching. I have a way to take him out, but I feel like I need... Melody. If I could set up Melody in such a way that I... Let's see, I'm Pirouette form and then Drain Punch, so I'm at full health going into Archeops. Wait, if I'm in Pirouette form going into Archeops, then Meloetta is faster. Because I will have 18 more base speed. It does mean I'm weak to his strongest move in Acrobatics, but I'm faster, and then with Drain Punch, I for sure can hit them at least below half health, which will half its power due to Defeatist. That might be the play, but it's also scary. Melody, go. I think that's what I'm doing. Go and Drain Punch. A Relic Song here. Optimal for them would be Metal Sound here, because Archeops doesn't hit special moves. Good. Drain Punch. Let's go. If I would have had Victini or Gothitelle on the team, which I considered in Meloetta's spot as well, this would have been a lot scarier of a fight. Alright. If somehow I miss, or they go first and they hit Acrobatics, Melody's probably dead. And that's not even considering the crit. But I should go first here. Drain Punch. Hit for at least half, that's all I'm asking. KO would be great. Okay, Acrobatics, but they're half power due to Defeatist. Oh my god, no, 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 no! Okay! So just to be clear, that would have been the damage without a crit had I not hit them first. Melody has better defense now than it was in Aria form. So a crit, Acrobatics, and Aria form would have killed him. Would have killed Melody. Dang! I have quite a few rare candies on Melody, got 2 level ups in the league. That combination probably saved them with the HP, but also the defense increases. Ooh, that was close on a few occasions, but Melody lives. Oh yeah, I know the truth because you told me. Twice. You could have just not told me. What is the problem with villains that just tell me their plan? The first time he told me the plan was on Tubeline Bridge before I was even at Gym 8 in Appaloosa City. I could have just called Professor Juniper, and have her call the gym leaders, just to let them know what the plan is. And we could start this defense earlier, but for some reason, I don't do that. Final fight. Go. Newly's still up front. What about Meloetta? No, Newly was better against Zekrom, that's why I did it. They Toxic Stall here, but I think I can just Sword Dance. Because they don't have Will-O-Wisp. I can Sword Dance and Shadow Claw take them out. I expect them to protect here. Toxic Stall on the final boss. When you fight Kukui in Sun and Moon, he starts with Stealth Rock, which I'm like, oh wow, competitive strategy. Getsu straight up uses Toxic Stall on a defensive Pokemon. To start off. Alright, what's that damage? Towards 60, let's say it's a high roll, it might be 60. So crit will be around 120. That's what I'm gonna look at. A full restore here to get rid of that poison as well. And I'm looking ahead at the other Pokemon, what the optimal moves would be. Seismitoad, obviously weak to Grass, but they have Sludge Wave, which hits both New Leaf and Basil super effectively. Bouffalant, just power with Head Charge, scary. Being in Pirouette form, being able to Drain Punch straight off the bat would be optimal. I'm not sure what I'd otherwise do. Bisharp, absolutely, I would want to use Meloetta Pirouette. Just hope they don't Relic Song me. Electros, kinda slow, but has great coverage. So I just need to overpower it. I'd need Meloetta for it. And probably in Pirouette form because it has Crunch. Although Pirouette is... they have Acrobatics, so no. Not great. Scary. Hydreigon... Meloetta? I think Meloetta Pirouette form would solve a lot of this. Let's see what Pokemon they send out first. What's the next thing they have that is super effective as a new leaf? Hydreigon! That's the second Pokemon. I appreciate Getsis that he uses Ace Pokemon second instead of always last. Okay, I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna check base speed comparison. Leavanny Hydreigon. Leavanny 92. I don't think Hydreigon's that fast. It's around it. 98. I beat him by 2 levels, but his base speed is higher. If they hit Fire Blast, I'm dead. But if I go first, then they're easily dead with Exeter. I don't think I can risk that. They only use special attacks. So Melody in Aria form is optimal. They don't actually have a dark move. I love that they don't have a dark move. Does he have a dark move in Blackwood 2? I think for some reason he used physical moves in that one, yeah. Okay, not this one. Special moves. I think it's Melody. I would love to be sure that I outspeed him, but I'm not. Otherwise I just X-Scissor him, get some more lefties heal. His strongest move here would be Dragon Pulse. Scariest move? Focus Blast, because it can lower special defense if it hits. It first needs to hit and then it needs to get that chance to lower special defense. Let's see. I go first with Meloetta. Meloetta's base 90 speed, but Meloetta has a few more levels on Hydreigon. Dragon Pulse is the strongest. That's 54. Crit would be around 110. I could heal, make him do something else. And hopefully miss, I could just go into the next one full health. I could Relic Song here, I think I can take him out. Because being in Pirouette form is probably better. But then I have so much less special defense. I could also Drain Punch here, get health. I'll do that. I'll just Drain Punch now. Just for my non-stab 70 power. I just get him. Alright. With lefties, I get full health. Do they have anything for Melody? Yes. See, Electros and Bisharp have super effective moves. Bisharp, that's fine. Because they're almost certainly going Stab Night Slash. But I go Relic Song. To change my... I've done that quite a lot throughout this playthrough and it's lovely. They want to use a dark move. I change my weakness into a resistance. I take limited damage. And then I Drain Punch super effective them back. A bit of damage already on them. Drain Punch, get rid of them. I go back to full health. Should have healed Leavanny here as well. Might have been a good idea on this turn. Bouffalant. I am already... I have the 90 base defense now. And I can stab Drain Punch you from 128 base attack. It's the best move I have against a Bouffalant. That'll take him out, but will it take me? That on a crit would have just killed Melody. Alright. Luckily we didn't take the crit on that one. But crits can happen. That's how Electivire once went down. Electros. They would use Acrobatics against me. But I don't have another Pokemon that is going to be better. So I have to stay in. I could heal, see where Acrobatics goes, but they're just going to hit me hard, maybe to this or even lower. So I think I just need to Drain Punch. Or I predict the Acrobatics and go Relic Song to go back to Aria. But then I lose a bit of my speed, and then if they crunch, I'm dead. I think Drain Punch is the best way. Deal high damage, probably over, like 2/3, I'm thinking. Yeah. Heal a lot. Take the Acrobatics. 165, 75, there's 90 damage, a crit, again, a crit would have killed. Probably from here I'm safe to get into the Foreverlocke Hall of Fame with the others. But I prefer not to do that. Like, not to do that in the sense of having Melody die. So we got crit a few times, but always when we just survived. And already twice we've had a crit where we would have been dead. So yeah, this healing first would have been about the same, because we started at 113. Drain Punch, get a bit of health, Electra's gone. One Pokemon left. It was certainly, not certain, that we would get 6 Hall of Famers here, and it still isn't. We still have one more Pokemon to defeat. But I love it when it's a challenge. I have to think hard. And when you overcome a challenge, it's so much more satisfying than if I would have over-leveled, like, let's say 5 more levels on everyone. Seismitoad. I could go Michael. Should be pretty safe, but at the same time, they hit me back about the same. There's Swift Swim, so I can actually hit them with Surf. New Leaf probably takes them out in one shot, but they do a Sludge Wave. Or I just stick with Melody. I'm gonna check Seismitoad's stats. "74 base speed, 75 base defense, 105 HP. A 4 times weak. It's a Leaf Blade. Should take him out, right? Yeah, Seismitoad is weak to Grass, but I'm also weak to Sludge Wave. And they have Sludge Wave. I have their moveset in front of me. So I have one shot to do this. Leaf Blade. New Leaf, 6 Hall of Famers? Oh yeah! 6 new Hall of Famers. Pokemon Black, complete. New Leaf gets another level out of it. We take those. Yeah, there's unfortunately not a Hall of Fame screen. Like, Gen 8 doesn't have it, Gen 9 doesn't have it, and the side games don't. This game also doesn't, because you don't actually get into the Hall of Fame, which sucks. So you don't even get... But you do at least get the, hey, you cleared the game with this squad thing in the PC, so we'll take a screenshot there. But we don't get the doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I love that music, and there's an overview of the team, it's so cool. It really sucks that we don't get it here. Kiss, 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 kiss. I know I can rematch the league to fight Alder. I've played these games many times. I'm just not going to do it in the Foreverlocke. Because for the Foreverlocke, you just need to get to beat the main game. And in this case, let's do the credits. Most of the time, it's get to the Hall of Fame. But here, we don't have to. I'm allowed to do the post-game, but then with a different team, considering this team is now considered to be in the Hall of Fame. And I can do that if I want to catch other Pokemon. Let's say I wanted to catch Kyurem, I would be allowed to go to Giant Chasm to go catch Kirin, but I already have him. I don't need to catch Landorus, nothing other legendary that I need to do. I've already gone to the P2 laboratory to get the drives for Genesect. So it's just enjoy the final dialogue, enjoy the music, enjoy the credits, and then start thinking ahead about the next playthrough. This one's done. I don't have any intentions of doing much in the post-game. The post-game will be in my own time, not on stream. All post-game I'm doing is just grabbing 2 TMs, which I think are, no, 3. It's Calm Mind. Because Calm Mind, I believe you can just grab in Relic Castle. Ice Beam, and then 1 other TM, so I can teach those moves to the Pokemon that I caught in this playthrough, and potentially previous playthrough Pokemon that don't have those moves yet. So they're better once the next Gen 5 playthrough starts. Next time we're in Gen 5, which is quite a few playthroughs from now, we'll do Black 2. Because we did Black here, we'll use Memory Link into Black 2. We'll actually name our character something other than Savannah, so the Memory Link isn't confusing, where they're like, oh, 2 years ago, Savannah fought and... Or like, and saying, oh, I'm looking for Savannah. Were you looking for me or the other character? So I'm actually going to use a different name for that one. Might use a male character for the first time in... ever. Only in Gold, Silver, and in Gen 1 do I play the male character. Because there's no female one there. Yeah, next playthrough is going to be... Oh, yeah. Thank you. My dream is the Foreverlocke completion. But also just to have an IRL relationship. I want that a lot, so I'm going to put a lot of effort into that. See you on. Farewell. Go into the credits! Yeah, next playthrough is going to be Pokemon X or Y, haven't decided yet. I need both Swirlix and Spritzy still, and that's the only alternatives between versions that I would still want. Quite possibly I'm going to use a Mega Aggron in that playthrough. Nincada seems likely. I intend to start with a Fennekin because there's someone in the Foreverlocke Discord that we wanted to be named after a Fennekin. I really want to use Vivian, but there's also still Talonflame that I need, so the Route 2 encounter could be either Fletchling or Scatterbug, equal chances. So, yeah, that can be a difference. And then in Santos the Forest, we could see the Elemental Monkey. So I might either have a Panpour or a Simisage on the team as well. That depends. I don't know exactly what the team will look like yet. Depends on what we encounter. I'd like to... I have a Cyndaquil, a future Typhlosion, ready in Gen 6 to use. However, if my Route 2 encounters Fletchling, therefore becomes Talonflame, that's a Fire type. I'm not going to use Typhlosion and a Talonflame in the same team. If I get Vivian on the team, though, I likely will use Typhlosion. And then it's going to be Vivian, Typhlosion, Mega Aggron, I think. You'll likely see the start of that on next week, Wednesday. Because tomorrow on Saturday, I'm not going to play Foreverlocke. I'm doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel collab. We're going to do a tournament-style thing. Hope people will come in to see that. That'll be fun. My first official Twitch collab, so I'm excited for it. Then on Monday, I'm going to do the second stream, the second tournament for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Evolution era. See which character becomes a champion there. And then the Foreverlocke in terms of streams will continue next week, Wednesday, but by that time I probably will have played both the ending of this game and the start of X or Y, whichever I decide to use. So then I'll probably have a team of 6 already at that time. But yeah, I always update stuff in the Foreverlocke Discord, so if you're in there, you'll see what I start with, what my team will be like. But I'll try to remember to also post that on my own Discord. I've been giving a few more updates there. So, just know what to expect. Hi, Anne. Alternate version of myself will see you in 9 playthroughs. Or maybe 10 if I do Let's Go in between, but probably not. Let's enjoy the opening. You know what might be appropriate before I end stream? Is to take Meloetta to a musical. I want to take Meloetta to a musical, so let's do that. I wanted to take the screenshot in the at the PC anyway for the Hall of Fame. Yes, I will. Absolutely ignore your request. Hi, friends. Hey, Cedric! Sure, Charon. See you next time in... See you next time in Gen 5. Nah, we'll go to the PC and Foreverlocke down because we don't have a fly on our team. Take the screenshot on the PC and then also go to the musical with Meloetta because that feels appropriate. The only one of my Pokemon that hasn't been on this route is Meloetta. Actually, no, Meloetta has when we went to Surf to the left of here to get to the P2 laboratory. And the initial time I went on this route, I suppose only Basil was on the squad. Records. First game clear. Hey, let's go. That's my squad, 6 new Hall of Famers. That's 6 new Hall of Famers. What? New wallpapers were added, which I could totally not change in PK Hex at the start anyway. Look at my... I don't think these backgrounds for the PC were available at the start of the game. I don't think they were. Aquarius... No, I want to use Flappy Bird because funny name. Alright, Flappy Bird, could you take us to Nimbasa City, please? I would like to do a musical to end this off. Hey, Foreverlocke down. No, this is musical. Hi, can I do a musical, please? I would like to participate with Melody. I think Melody would love to do musicals. That one. I don't know what that means or how we win. It's just very unclear mechanics. Let's dress up. Same outfit as before, Meloetta. I think I did the mandatory. That's what I'm looking for. Mandatory dress up when you get the musical first. I did it like that. VDSP contests feel a lot like musicals. You just have to use a move at some point for points or something. It's a lot less control over what you do. I can appeal with my things that I have in my hand. I give the others the opportunity to do something. I think everyone gets a spotlight. That's when I'll appeal with the book. Woo. Yes. Did I win? Yeah, we had the lead role with Meloetta. Let's go! You don't even win a ribbon. I much prefer Gen 3 contests. Gen 4 contests are okay at best, in my opinion, but I much prefer the Gen 3 contests. Auras as well, so General does the Hoenn contest. Don't do those as much in Auras, because every time you do one, you increase your friendship. No, you can increase the affection, and I don't want to increase the affection because I think it's a stupid stat. That's my opinion, though. That will be it for the stream today. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all back on stream tomorrow for the collab with Volk of Vampire and the others for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Foreverlocke will return on Wednesday next week. Thank you very much for watching. And make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.